we're in a new space, and that is because I will be doing a requested tarot reading. We're going to do a tarot reading today. We're going to do a tarot reading today. So, if that interests you, and you want to stay up to date on my content, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. That way you'll know exactly when I'm posting more videos. And I do my best to fulfill requests as folks comment. So if there's anything special that you would like to see, please do let me know in the comments below. Okay? I read them all and I try to respond to as many as I possibly can. So with that, let's get into the video. Now, my plan for this is to get a sense of the collective energy of the group. So what that means is really trying to pull from predominant themes for the year, getting a sense of what to expect in this calendar year of 2024, as well as pulling energies that we may want to release in our lives, as well as energies we want to absorb and receive more of. We'll also ask for some advice, as well as any final messages. So we'll be doing Oracle and Tarot, and I will show you what we're working with. For Tarot, sorry about the outside noises. I am filming during the day today, as you might notice. So, we'll be using the Northern Animal Tarot. Created and made in Canada. And for Oracle, we will be working with Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle. Now, I know Yule has passed. I know that. But this deck is so beautiful. And I just got it. I've only used it a few times. And I'm just feeling really called to it today. So if for whatever reason the message doesn't resonate, if it feels too festive or themed, then we'll just pull another one. But I've been really enjoying working with it, so that's what we're going to do. Plus, it's just beautiful. Look at the edging of this deck. I am obsessed. Okay, enough chit-chat. With all of that said, we're going to get into the reading now. And to be clear, I have already cleansed and cleared the decks. I did all of that off camera because it could be kind of loud with all of the shuffling and my own little pre-reading ritual. So that is all taken care of. I've got my candle lit right here. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. Alright. So, first and foremost, what I'd like to know is the energy that's coming in for 2024. So, I am asking for the collective. What are the predominant energies or themes that this group of folks and friends should be aware of for the 2024 calendar year? So, what are the energies coming in for 2024? Gonna pull a few. Let's do one more. They're just flying out at me. Take that one. Okay. These are some pretty intense cards, I'll say that. Now, actually, the first card I pulled isn't necessarily a typical tarot card. If you're not familiar with tarot, I'll just say that every deck is a little bit different. You have the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, and that's sort of the standard. That's what everybody knows tarot to be. But artists and creatives, they sometimes romantic, could be platonic, but it's messages of kindness, right? So perhaps you'll make a really great connection, or you'll re-establish a pre-existing connection in a way that is much more meaningful. So again, kind, compassionate communication. I read that to be as one of the themes coming up for you as the collective. Again, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and you can toss the rest, right? But hopefully you'll all get something out of this, even if it's in a completely different way than you imagined. Next we have the Justice card. Justice card, Justice card. And so I might pull a clarifying card for that to get some more information. But generally what that means is justice, right? It means equity, it means fairness, it means righting our wrongs. So if you're in a situation where you have been wronged, that means that justice is coming in for you. There will be this karmic retribution. Now, with all of that said, it could be possible that the karmic energy coming to you is just, but it's hard to say whether or not that's a positive thing, right? It really depends on the person. In your particular situation, were you wronged by someone, or have you wronged someone else? Either way, karmic retribution is coming in. Justice will be served. That is a theme for 2024. For some, if not many of you. Now, before I show you this next card, I do want to say that it's not as bad as you think it is, okay? I'm going to just say that. We've got the Death card. The Death card. And this is actually a beautiful card to get in a reading, because it doesn't signal or signify an actual death per se, right? It's much more metaphorical. So that could mean the ending of a cycle, something within you or something that's been a part of your life is no longer serving you, and we're killing it. It's gone, right? Death to that bad energy. We are getting rid of it. So that could be in your love life. That could be a part of you that no longer serves you. That is not a good positive energy, right? And again, I can clarify these cards. I might pull an extra card for each just to get a little more information, but that is the general message and meaning behind the Death card. It's not as scary as it seems. It just signifies an ending to something that no longer serves us and a brand new beginning that's coming in. So it really is something beautiful. Okay. Next we have the Tower card. And I know that one looks a little bit intense as well. This is a card of transformation. So essentially it means, if you imagine like a stack of Jenga blocks, right? They're all coming down. The tower is falling down. We're starting fresh. And that really makes sense when you tie that into the Death card, right? So there's going to be something you experience this year, or many of you, that's going to be somewhat of a transformation. It's something you're not expecting. It's hard to know exactly when or how that's going to show up for you in your life, but it means that change is coming, and it can feel intense. It can feel a little bit scary or challenging, but it is all for the better, right? All of this theme of new beginnings, justice, regrowth, rebirth, they're all really beautiful energies to be pulling in a tarot deck, right? So I know it can come off as a little bit intimidating or intense, but just trust in the process. Know that these things happen for a reason. There needs to be a death and a rebirth. There needs to be a transformation. Think of it as a butterfly, right? Coming out of its cocoon. That's probably probably a really scary process, but it's for the better. There are better things beyond that transformation, okay? So keep that in mind. I'm kind of going back and forth on whether or not to clarify. I think I might keep it general for now. We can go back if we want to, but I think those are really good broad strokes messages for folks, right? Because I think this is general and it's going to apply to you in the ways that make sense for you as an individual. And I'm just sort of speaking right now for the collective, so we'll leave it there for right now. I'm just gonna grab a sip of water, and there's a lot of sunshine coming in. Hopefully not too distracting. Okay. Next, let's find out what energies we want to release. What are we letting go of? What is staying in 2023 that we're not bringing back? Alright. So what is it that we're releasing, leaving behind in 2023? It's a good one. Might just try to get one or two more. Sometimes the cards don't listen, and that's fine, and maybe it's just the one. No, it's the two. Okay. So, first off, we have the Nine of Swords. That is a great energy to be releasing. Okay, great. The Nine of Swords signifies a lot of anxiety, a lot of getting stuck in your head, feeling bad about situations, rumination, really just feeling trapped within yourself. And so that can show up in different ways for folks, but that's the general theme, and that is a great energy to let go of, right? We don't want to be so stuck in our heads that it keeps us from moving forward, that we don't live our lives, that we don't work towards being the best versions of ourselves that we can possibly be. Being stuck means stagnation, it means not moving forward, so trying to find ways to release that anxiety, that self-doubt, those feelings of I am not enough. Leave it in 2023. We're doing bigger and better things this year, okay? Next up, releasing energy of the Fool, the Fool. Now, the Fool isn't a bad card, and it really just means new beginnings, starting something new, but in the sense that you are completely inexperienced and unaware, let's say, like you're beginning this brand new educational learning journey within the self, right? So the Fool, it sounds like a harsh term, but that's what happens when you're inexperienced, right? But if we're releasing that energy, I take that to mean that you need to be stronger in your power. You're not just starting here, okay? You're not starting from scratch. You are building off of something that already exists within you, right? So claim your power. Be strong in the fact that you do have experience. You do know what you're talking about. You are valuable. Don't feel like you don't have the expertise or the knowledge that you do. Really tell yourself, and you know what? I do think that ties in with this Nine of Swords card. Because you're letting go of that negativity, that self-doubt, that anxiety, that low self-worth. And you're saying, no, I am powerful. I am strong. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm saying. And just being really, really certain and true about that. Okay. Also, we got the Temperance card. That's not a bad card either. That's a card of patience, understanding, in a sense, being grounded, right? But maybe for some of you, or for the collective, that's not what we're doing this year. Maybe we're not being patient. Maybe we've been patient long enough. Maybe now it's time to act on our goals, our ambitions, our dreams, the things that maybe we've been hesitant about, right? So it's no more sitting back. It's no more observing, learning. We've learned. We've got what we've needed. Now it's time to move forward. The time for patience has passed, baby. It's time to act. It's time to get real. Okay? Of course, everybody's going to read their cards differently. Those are the messages that's coming to me. Those are the energies that we're letting go of in 2023, not taken with us to 2024. So what is it that we're going to receive? What are the energies that we should be receiving that will help us become better versions of ourselves? How do we move forward and evolve as human beings? What are the energies that we should work towards receiving? We're going to pretend that didn't just happen. Got some big butterfinger energy today. Alright, let's try that again. What are the energies that we want to receive this year? First card, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. Hopefully you can see these okay when I show it up. I have autofocus, so I'm hoping. Yada, yada, yada. So, Knight of Pentacles. That could either mean that I'm going to take it to mean money. Pentacles generally do mean financial stability, or they could be other sort of earthly items, but to me it usually comes up as finance. That could either mean that money is coming in, or you're going to get your bag, right? And I guess those things are one and the same, essentially. Like at the end of the day, you're making money. But a knight is somebody who is moving forward. There's communication, there's action, something is happening. And with pentacles, it means financial stability, right? So you are working towards financial stability. There could be an improvement. Somebody could be getting a raise. Somebody could be starting a side hustle, making more money that way. There could be unexpected money coming into you. So keep that in mind. And that's a great energy, right? Even if we just affirm it and say, yes, I'm in my bag, I'm getting money. 2024 is a year where I'm getting that raise, or I'm starting that side venture and I'm going to make a few extra bucks, or I'm just going to write down in my journal, I have an abundance of wealth. Whatever happens, maybe it's a scratch ticket, I don't know, but looks like to me money's coming in. High Priestess. This is a beautiful card. The High Priestess is somebody who is so in their power. There is strength, there is wisdom, there is intelligence, there is knowing when to make a move and when not to, right? It's just this sort of omniscient, all-knowing character that uses their power for good. So again, claiming that energy of knowing exactly when to move, how to move, following your intuition based off of your life experience, your own lived experience, just being really in tune with the self and what the body, mind, and spirit is telling you, okay? High Priestess. And what did I say? We got the Chariot. The Chariot is a card of forward movement and momentum. So we're going places, right? We're not staying patient. We're not stagnating. We're not being still. Don't get me wrong. Grounding yourself is great, but we're moving. We're moving. got the Knight, we've got the Chariot. There's forward momentum within ourselves, within our own evolution of growth, and perhaps financially, so good for y'all. Okay, let's do general advice, and then we'll get some final messages and move on to the oracle reading for the day. So, what is the advice for the collective? What does the collective need to know? Whoa, that just came right out. Beautiful. I'm going to try for one more. We'll see. Alright, what is the advice? What is the advice for the collective for 2024? We got another non-tarot card. That's right. Okay. So the two that came flying out at me, we've got the sun and the star. I mean, it doesn't get more beautiful than that, right? So, kind of goes without saying, but the sun card is a card of joy, of peace, of happiness, fulfilling what the heart wants, like our innermost desires, right? It's a card of joy and happiness. The star is a card of wish fulfillment, dreaming, aspirations. These kind of go hand in hand, right? You see this imagery of this little creature filling up their own cup, right? Making wishes come true. We've got these creatures here just basking in the sunlight, right? Just taking all of that good positive energy. So again, I do see them as going hand in hand. And I think the advice here is to listen to yourself. It sounds so corny, so cliche, but follow your joy, right? You know deep down what it is that you want to work on this year, right? So make it happen. Do what you need to do to make that happen. Write it down, journal it. Take little baby steps each and every day. If you want to learn a new language, if you want to hit the gym, if you want to write a book, I don't know. This is the year of action. It's no longer about sitting back, following your joy, following your dreams. Again, that sounds so cliche, so corny. But this is a year for you. It's about you. It's about doing what makes you happy, what brings you fulfillment and success, inner peace. It's helping you to evolve as a human being. It's not selfish, right? It's taking time for you, doing what you need to do to grow as an individual. Okay, and then for the non-tarot card, the non-tarot card, we've got this scene here. It's of a snake, a bird, a dragonfly, a butterfly, a bee. They're all out in nature. So I'm going to take this to mean there's movement. All of these creatures are moving, whether it's the snake slithering or the birds or insects flying around. It ties into forward movement. We've got the sun in this particular image, and it looks like spring or summertime. So perhaps you're really getting up and off the ground once we close out the sort of winter season and embark on periods of new growth. Which makes sense, right? Winter traditionally is a time of rest and stagnation and grounding, right? So maybe all of this is going to kick into high generally see it as a romantic card, so there could be a new connection coming in for you. We've also got the Emperor card. These are non-gender specific, so you could be an Emperor energy, or there could be an Emperor energy coming in. Right? That could be that new connection. But I will say be careful, because you've got the Three of Swords. That is a heartbreak card. That means there could be some pain coming in as it relates to this new connection. It could be from that particular individual, or could be within the self, right? Maybe you're finding out something that you don't love about the way you are in relationship building and connections, in relationships in general. So be mindful of that energy, right? Maybe as it relates to this new connection coming in, perhaps proceed with caution, or be very aware of how you're showing up and how that other individual is showing up. So, just a word of caution, but new connections are good to build. They're all learning experiences, whether they survive forever or for a short time. So, do with that what you will. Alright, we're going to close this out now with an oracle card. And generally for this, I'll just pull one, but if more than one come out, then it's meant to be, right? Okay. So, what is the message from the oracle for our collective? What is the biggest takeaway for 2024 for the collective? Okay. Oh, there's two. Okay. So first, we've got gratitude. Gratitude. The card says, all that I am and all that I'll be, forever in gratitude I'll eternally be. That's really beautiful. The number for this card is 18, if that means anything to you. All that I am and all that I'll be, forever in gratitude I'll eternally be. Okay. Next we've got hearth. Number 19. May your warmth take in the gazing flame, upon the shivers they melt away. May your warmth take in the gazing flame, upon the shivers they melt away. I just really like these cards. I think they're so beautiful. The art is beautiful, the messaging is beautiful. And again, though it's not Yule, it's still winter time, it's still winter season, right? So it does feel appropriate to be using these cards. So anyway, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was insightful for you in some way. Again, take what resonates, leave the rest behind, right? This message is for you, but it is also for the collective. So what you get out of it